Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So guess what? I'm here with Veronica. This
Hey!
is too.
Yay! Let's have fun. Let's keep continuing our talk on free will and all sorts of fun things, but how to make your life better and be in control of your destiny.
Absolutely, yeah. So check out part 1 on Veronica's channel, by the way, because we're
Yeah.
where we left off there. So, so yeah, free will. Yeah,
Free will, controversial topic.
I
People
know,
get confused
right?
about it all the time. Like, if I'm trying to attract a specific person and someone else is trying to do the same thing, who wins?
You know what?
It doesn't work like that.
I was just gonna bring that up. Like everyone is us pushed out.
Yeah. Right.
So, so basically, right? Like nobody has any free will. So whose intention wins? Always yours. Always yours. Unless you want the other person to win.
Right.
Yeah, but
your
why?
Choice. Yeah. Why would you do that? Why would you give away, your power of intention? I mean, why would you let that person be the star of your show? That would make no sense.
Exactly. I mean, and that's the thing, right? And you can have so much fun with this. Like, I mean, I go to restaurants and I was sitting there at brunch the other day and I was like, I want more coffee. I'm like, I intend for her to bring me coffee. And then all of a sudden she pops up. She's like, coffee? I was like, yes. And I was like, thank you. She's like, I could feel you. And I was like, yeah, it still works, right? And I constantly do that all the time. And the best part is the other person thinks it's their idea.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
Yeah,
wonder, I mean, this ability, it's because it's all coming from you. So it's pretty amazing. And it's pretty amazing when you finally have this light bulb moment, you put the pieces together and it helps you, understand why things happened in your life prior, and it'll help you navigate your life going forward and help you become a winner instead of a loser.
Right. You know how I look at it is that I'm this broadcasting tower and I'm in a dream.
I like that.
Right. And everything is projected out from my subconscious mind out. And basically I'm in a dream and I'm here to create and I'm here to enjoy myself and I'm here to create experiences. And that's what we're here to do. And you can create your life any way that you want.
Yeah.
And it's okay to think about yourself. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay.
Yes, it is okay. And I think that a lot of times people feel guilty as if they are trying to control someone else or, being cruel to someone else by putting their needs first. But you're in control of your own mind and heart and thoughts. And either way, one or the other is going to manifest. There is no one's manifesting for you. So whatever you are experiencing, you created, no exceptions.
It's exactly it, right? Somebody once said to me, it's like, well, are their intentions causing me to do this? And I'm
right.
Like, who's driving your bus? Like,
exactly.
Your intentions are causing you to do it.
Right, yeah, and you do have to take full responsibility. And it's kind of scary at times because it's like, whoa, having the entire world, it's all at your command. But it's fun.
Did you feel like angry when you first learned after, like when I first put the pieces together? Did you feel a bit angry?
Very liberating actually for me because I was really confused at the time and it just kind of made sense. I was like, whoa.
Right. Yeah, like when it first made sense, like just when it was starting to make sense, I know a couple other people have mentioned this, have gone through this. It's at one point, all of a sudden, we realized that we've created everything with our thoughts.
Right.
So little things, like little limiting beliefs that other people have put out there that they've taken on, they realize that they took them on and didn't need to. And, and it's kind of like those moments where we have to just say, okay, look at, what we didn't know better before. Right. Now we know better and we've got to let that go, for instance, like, oh, well, there's always going to be bumps in the roads. Like, well, why would I want to create that? No, my life goes smoothly. Or, Murphy's Law. Why would I want to create those superstitions? Because I don't have to create those.
No, you don't.
But when we don't know that our thoughts create and that everyone is us pushed out, and we sometimes take those on, when we start to learn everyone is you pushed out, we may have those moments where we get a little bit upset that we took them on, but it's about forgiving ourselves and moving on, right?
Moving forward. Don't live in the past. The past is in the past. Who cares? we all have things we wish we wouldn't have done or wish we wouldn't have welcomed into our lives. But I mean, you could keep that memory alive if you want, but why? Like, you don't want to attract more of the mistakes you made. You want to move ahead, making the choices that now, better.
Exactly. When I've created something I don't like, I'm just going to ignore that and just move on. Like, nothing to see there. Never bring that up again.
Yeah, and just forgive yourself, let it go. Sometimes people have a really hard time, holding on to either grudges, blaming other people for situations, or just this inability to let go of pain. But if you're looking to create, a better relationship, more money, better career opportunities, like, let that stuff go. Start fresh, as if you have a blank canvas, like completely fresh, as if you just entered this world. You have no baggage carried from past situations.
Well, this is exactly it, because really all we're doing is yelling at the mirror in ourselves, right? Because everybody is us, and we ultimately created it to begin with,
Yeah.
And, that's the truly amazing part. Nobody's responsible for how we feel. We choose to feel that we feel, and we're 100% responsible. You know what? Even when it comes to breakups, you know what? No one's ever actually technically been dumped, because ultimately it was their thoughts that caused the breakup to begin with. So they dumped the person energetically with their thoughts, right? So, the other person wanted to be with them, but they dumped them with the thoughts. So to get them
it's an interesting way to look at it. And it really, it puts all the power with you. If you want that person back, intend on it and believe that they are sitting there pining after you, and they could contact you at any single moment, say the most sweetest possible things, and just totally imagine it and live in it, and just let it go, and it'll happen before you know it, they'll be at your door begging.
Well, this is exactly it, and sometimes I laugh, because sometimes I'm like, I intend for my boyfriend to come home for lunch, and I'm like, no, maybe he'll go to McDonald's. I'm like, then I intend him to come home, and the poor guy is driving down the road going, should I go to McDonald's? That's funny. It's a sketch sometimes, I'm sure, right? It's like, make up your mind, right? We give wishy-washy out, we get wishy-washy back.
Yeah, and a lot of people do struggle with that, not sticking to an intention. It's like, being like,
Well, this is just it exactly, right? We want to be clear. How I always write my intentions is I say to myself, if I already had this, what would my thoughts be? So if I was already a millionaire, what would my thoughts be? If I was healthy, what would my thoughts be? And, and if basically you have a thought that is not in line with what your thoughts would be if you had that, then it needs to go, because our life out there, is a direct result of the quality of our thoughts in here. And, it's all just about doing quality control and
change. And relaxing into it. I think sometimes people, when they do learn about this, then they get like sort of on guard, like in terms of their mind, and they end up creating more of a frenzied energy. Instead of like a relaxed energy, like always being on guard for these negative thoughts. But I don't think it's not really about like, being forceful in your mind. I think that negative thoughts are always going to try to like sway you to the dark side, but like you can easily kind of let them go. Like you don't have to angrily like erase them. I think that's important.
Well, I always looked at it like when you make a declaration for something. So I'm going to go for a picnic. All of a sudden your mind says, well, what are we going to eat? What are we going to go? What are we going to bring? And basically that's the same thing when we make a declaration for something. Our brain says, well, you need to deal with this belief, that belief, that belief, right? So for instance, right, if I was to say, okay, my declaration of I intend to go to the gym tonight and get a workout, but then all of a sudden I have a thought thinking, oh, the gym's going to be busy. And guess what? Like, I'm not going to get a parking spot and I'm not going to be able to work out. Now that thought was obviously a block to me going to the gym. Now, however, if I was like, well, I really don't want to go to the gym, but I think I should probably try, but I really don't want to go. And then I think, it's going to be busy and I'm not going to get a parking spot. That thought no longer becomes resistance. That's in line with what I want, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
The context is really decisive of, whether or not a thought is blocking what you want or not, right? If it's contrary to what you want, then it's a block. A really funny story that I'll share is one time I wanted this white bottle of red wine to myself. So I created that. It gave my boyfriend heartburn, so I got to drink it I was like, that's
funny.
And then the other day I was like, I intend for him to bring me home a bottle of red wine. And all of a sudden he brings me home a bottle of white. And I was like, what is this? And I thought to myself, I'm like, I intended for red. Why is it white?
Right.
He got me white. I thought that to myself. All of a sudden he said, well, I got white wine because red wine gives me heartburn. I was like, oh, that's right. I created that intention. So,
oh, that's great.
It was beliefs that was running in the background until I forgot that it suited me at the time, but now all of a sudden it became a block because I wanted a bottle. I was like, whatever. I like.
That's funny, but you can laugh about it, and it all makes sense.
It's not a huge deal, but that's how things get created, right? And sometimes when it's like something like love or something, it seems like a bigger deal, but really it's just our thoughts that we have created. So I think
that's the thing about love is people let their emotions get in the way and overwhelm them, but you can use your emotions for good. Like you can have that person back like that, or have that specific person be like at your door. Like use your emotions for good. I mean, your intentions are powerful.
Oh, crazy powerful. It's nuts. I tell you, I've built an empire, manifested my SP, everything, and all I've got is a green book, a pen, and my mind.
Right.
I tell you.
It's just that simple. It's so simple, stupid that people are afraid to trust it. But I always say to try it out in your own life. You'll see it for the proof. It's that simple.
Yeah. And I think the other thing, is you can never think positive too much. Like there's no such thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's always just positive thoughts, right? Dump as many as you can on there, So, But yeah, I think I encourage everyone to try Everyone Is You pushed out. And okay, we've always been doing it and we cause less damage knowing, because once we truly understand and know it, we realize that we don't want to do harm or say bad things or do bad things with other people, because ultimately we have to end up experiencing it because they are us pushed out, and we're a lot more responsible with it when we realize and know how it works and accept it than when we're doing it unconsciously. It's like we're running around with a bunch of arrows, like, right? It's like, oh, no. Our thoughts create our life so much easier,
Yeah, for sure.
Really
well, well, this was fun. I think we do need to wrap up.
Let's
do it again, though.
I know.
It's a lot of fun. So so you can watch part 1 on my channel, but we're definitely going to collaborate again. And I look forward to any sort of topics or ideas anyone wants to submit. I'm always looking forward to suggestions. So so thanks to everybody for watching.
You're awesome. Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.